Of course, we are going to talk about a little bit about Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I just watched that main event. Oh man, how disappointing it is! The whole internet is going crazy with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson being a very terrible match. Well, first of all, we all have to agree the fact that Mike is old. He's like 58. He's 58 years old. So that's an old guy. Step in the ring together with Jake Paul. I don't think that's a great idea in the first place. But it was such a great thing to just see Mike back into the ring. Just unfortunate he doesn't have any strength left in it. I mean, it's age, all right? It's age factors. We know that he's 58 years old. Things not going to be the same like when he was young. And he got, man. Jake Paul realized this too. I'm pretty sure Jake Paul realized this too because Jake Paul was holding back. The entire after round 3 kind of thing, the entire match was about Jake Paul holding back while Mike Tyson tried to get oxygen into his lungs, if you know what I mean. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how terrible the fight was. But, hey, he's the only guy at 58 years old still doing what he's doing right now. So that's crazy, isn't it? That's crazy itself. On the other hand, we got a very great matchup on the card as well. We got like the female boxer, a boxing match, which is very awesome. Me and my wife watched it, and we were like at the edge of our seat. We really want to see some of these guys win. My wife hate Taylor Katie's fight. That she hates it a lot. And then I on the other hand, I feel like she got a great technique. Maybe. It could be a dirty technique, but technique is technique, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we see that Serrano land a very powerful shot, a power punch, but Taylor lands more into that technique kind of fight. And guess what? Technique wins. So that's what happened at the match, and it's still a controversy match. I think fans are just like outrageous about the headbutt and everything. But as far as I'm concerned, I think score base, Taylor should win. But it's just the score base. But did she play dirty? I think she did, but I don't know. Referee just chose not to care about that, I guess. But it is what it is. Those are the events that happens in the match. And then we got a crazy match between these two guys. I forgot the name. I forgot their names. But something with the Aztecs, you know, that guy with the Aztecs thing. It was so great, awesome match that we can see from those match. Yeah, it's been a very good card for Netflix Live. But damn, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. That's a disappointment of history, you know, of the century. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna watch one video that talk about it right now. Let's go and just check it out, shall we? What the heck is going on?
Alright fellas, well that basically just went as expected. We just saw Mike Tyson return to the ring against Jake Paul in their highly anticipated bout. In my last video, I talked about how we all needed to come back down to reality a bit, and I think that's exactly what we saw here. A reality check. In what was a perfect case study in effective marketing, we saw a bloke who, although I would give him his flowers for getting in there, shouldn't have been in the ring at all. It was a disgrace.
He was not wrong. He was not wrong. He was right.
Body. So I want to talk about the fight week, the fight itself, and really where do we go from here? What an event like this means for boxing. And just before we get into that, if you love everything boxing, you've found yourself in the right place. I'm Cloister and I make boxing videos to help keep you in the loop, so make sure to subscribe to always stay informed. The fight between Jake and Tyson I don't think will be remembered for the fight, more so as a masterclass in marketing.
Yep.
Everyone, including myself, was excited to see Tyson get back in the ring. Yet the concept of reality and time seemed to evade quite a few. In the lead up for the fight, we all saw the clips of Tyson. It was the smart thing to do, record and cut up 15-second clips of pad work and sparring to make him look like the Mike of old. It brings a lot of eyes and it brings hope. And I think going into fight week, it was clear that the narrative that we were being fed might not be so true. When uploading my last video, I had the upload screen on one page and the public workouts on the other. In watching the public workouts, I think that was when what a lot of us feared really rung home. After a minute of pad work, Tyson looked tired and out of breath. No amount of gasping from his coach could convince us otherwise. It was clear the footage we were seeing didn't match up with reality. At the next press conference, Tyson looked out of it and not interested. Which, fair enough, the bloke's been doing media for the last couple months. I think most of us would be too.
I haven't watched the public
Both
workout. I
women
need
did
to
enough
I need
shape,
I
and
need
of
to
course
really
with
check
that
on
iconic
Tyson's
slap,
public
which
workout.
was nice to see, but didn't really mean nothing except producing probably the best photo from the whole event. And then that brought us to fight night. I won't talk too much about the undercard, and let me know if you want to see any in-depth videos about any of the other fights. Yet my highlights of the whole event were the 2 fights before the main event. Ramos put up a
Yeah,
great performance
this guy's-
against Barrios, pushing
very
the fight
awesome.
to a draw, a great fight for the fans, which I hope will see a rematch. While also the co-main, which truly should have been the main event, Taylor versus Serrano 2 brought all
Yeah,
of the
this fight was
action.
great.
And what
I
the
was
best
watching
fight
it,
because
guys.
currently
Let me tell you something, guys. This fight is crazy. These 2 female fighters. God dang it! I wish I could be there live to see them fight, not to see them. If you know what I mean. But anyway, yeah, they fight crazily and wildly, and I think me and my wife enjoyed this fight most compared to Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. And he was not wrong. He said that this should be the main highlight of the whole match, of the whole event. He's right. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson should be like before this fight. This fight should be like the last one, because hell, they put a crazy fight for us. It's really awesome. It's crazy. It's crazy how just this goes.
in women's boxing. I would say close result, yes. Robbery, no. Personally, I would have had Serrano up by a round, but you look at some of the fan scoring on BoxRec, even they have it as a draw.
Yeah.
The commentators
Wait up, guys. Hello. Is the friend calling me? Yeah. Let's get back to this stuff. Anyway, yeah, I was about to say that the card was okay. The score was okay. It wasn't like biased or anything. No judges, but actually side to anyone here. It's just that fact that the way Taylor Katie fights, she actually. I would say like she fights kind of dirty, so that's just what it is. She fights kind of dirty, but if you go to the score base, you know, if you want to see if she should win or not, score wise, she should win, all right. But she fight dirty, as simple as that.
were simply horrendous, making it seem like Katie lost every single round in the way they called it a robbery.
It's not even a robbery.
Undermined her victory. You can't expect much more. They're MVP commentators, and Serrano is MVP's pride and joy. MVP, of course, being the promotional company putting on the show. But no matter how you have it, it was simply a win for women's boxing and boxing as a whole, unlike the main event.
Oh yeah.
In my last video, I talked about how I'd be looking at Tyson's balance from the get-go.
Very bad
And I
fight.
think that told the whole story. Jake in the first couple rounds was incredibly cautious because obviously he didn't know what sort of Tyson was going to come out. It was clear though when Jake hit him with a couple punches, he almost stumbled. His legs simply weren't there anymore. The Paul camp really from this point played politics. They probably had a few different game plans going in. If Tyson was going to come out and actually fight, they would have put it on him. Yet if he came out looking not so great, they had a plan for that also. Although it was Jake's mission to become the most hated man in the sport again, knocking out this Mike Tyson would have been more of a PR disaster than it was worth. Not all attention is good attention at that level. Tyson's movement was gone. He didn't have the ability to angle or close the distance. He stayed stationary and threw a couple shots whenever Jake got close. A lot of people were questioning also why he was biting his gloves. It was simply instinct as he used to do it. It was a bit more normal though when he followed up with a few punches. Not as normal when he's just standing there eating his gloves. It's a credit to Tyson for him getting back in the ring. although the questions and fingers have to be pointed to everyone which allowed this to happen.
That's just
You
what
have to
it
give
is.
Jake Paul some props for not being stupid enough to knock him out, but surely everyone who said that this Tyson looked amazing in sparring was lying through their teeth.
Yeah, it will be super crazy if Jake Paul actually decide to knock Mike Tyson's out at that rate. You know, it's like people will hate him for the rest of his life, man. He should not ever try to knock out a 58 years old dude, especially when the 58 years old dude did not really perform well. You know what I mean? Like, it's obvious that Mike Tyson is old. It's obvious that he do not have what it takes to actually be in that ring. But yeah, whatever.
To Tyson's career, were the people who were enabling this just there to get their payday? I'll let you decide. Where do we go now?
Yeah, that's just
though?
what it is, though. It's just what